Okay, we're live.
Let's just see if anybody remember us. A few minutes.
Greetings, greetings, peace and blessings. We are the Mohammeds, the residential tourists. We are 85 to Africa. We are still very much living in the after. And it has been quite some time. And as you can see, we are still here in Rwanda. And we thought that we would go live and just kind of give you guys an update to let you know that we are still existing and we are still here. And I'm grateful to see that we have with us at least one viewer.
They remembered us.
Brother Chris, good morning to you. Afternoon for us, but morning to you. Thank you so much, good brother and friend, for joining in on this live with us. And we wanted to just touch base, I guess, because I'm sure we've heard it. We've heard people say, "Look, man, where y'all been?"
They say it here.
Say, I know y'all,
They
but
say it here.
where y'all been, man? What's going on? And so we're here, and we wanted to just we have some content that we want to share with you, and we're going to share. We're excited about sharing. However, in the interim, um, we are going to. Chris said, "Hello, daughter."
Hello.
Yeah, because she said you ain't say good morning to him.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be back on the screen. We got a lot of interesting things that we want to share with you, a lot of updates, even on the country of Rwanda, a few updates that we haven't shared with you guys lately. Like we're finally unmasked. We are an unmasked country, probably one of the
Unmasked.
last, but we don't have to wear a mask anymore. We don't have to take PCR tests anymore if you guys are coming into the country. You just need to take your rapid tests. No, you don't have to be vaccinated to come into Rwanda. Just take your rapid test, and you can come in and chill with us. So we are excited about that. Um, what you excited about? What's going
I'm
on?
always excited. I'm just, it's really not a break for me. I'm always excited, but that is definitely exciting for reasons that, I mean, of course, you continue to take your precautions. You understand? Nonetheless, the fact that we are now the restrictions. I think you may be already long aware of that. The restrictions have been are gone.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more curfew.
Mm-hmm.
Business is kind of picking up just throughout. You understand? But the last of that whole effects of the pandemic here is just removing the mask was like it shows that okay, there's still continuous progression being made and happening,
Yeah.
and so that's what's exciting to me about all of that there.
Yeah. And then with the restrictions being relaxed, tourism is on and popping now.
So on the pop, and I just spoke with that just yesterday, a gentleman who is in that industry, the tourism and hospitality, and he the day before had been with the head of tourism. I know I'm saying that incorrectly. Yet he said that it was reported directly from the mouth of the individual that tourism has increased, has increased. So that's good for the country, of course, you know. Yet it's also good for those who have an eye out to come here and visit and enjoy the beauties of Rwanda.
Right. And we're told, my driver actually said it. He said, "This is the time the Mozongos come." And that kind of messed with me because I'm like, no, we got to change that. This is the time that we come. Let's come, let us be the ones coming to see what opportunity exists in Africa, in Rwanda. Um, this is the tourism time because schools are going to be ending in the States and in the UK. And they come over and they're looking for investment opportunity. They're looking to hang out with the gorillas and all that kind of stuff. But instead of us looking at Jamaica and Barbados and all those wonderful things, we've been there as well. We can look into going to Africa, going to another continent, seeing the mother of civilization. This should be a time that we're excited because tourism is open and there's things in place, especially here in Rwanda now. There's been a lot of people here putting in work, a lot of black expats here putting in work so that when you guys come, everything is laid out for you.
Indeed.
And that's one of the things that we constantly keep in our forefront in our thoughts and things that we're working on. But there's other expats that's done the same thing, making a place where you would want to come visit, come live, come just to. Some people come every quarter, every 3 months, every 6 months. I never would have known it, but they are here and they do this.
Sure.
So definitely make Rwanda a place on your bucket list to at least come and visit.
Certainly.
It's worthy of that. It's definitely worthy of a visit from any Black American, any Black expat, or in the diaspora. Period. It's definitely worthy of a visit.
And what you're saying to that, it's a good time to come, especially now that these restrictions have been lifted. I mean, there's individuals who have come and visited when the restrictions were as strict, but there were restrictions. So they may not have been able to get the fullness of what Rwanda has to offer and what the fullness of Rwanda, for that matter. Our brother-in-law had come a few times, and the first 2 times he came, unfortunately, on his way.
In the middle of COVID, on a short lockdown.
I was like, oh, man. But it didn't stop him, because even still, he was able to enjoy himself and receive the full effects of Rwanda. But now that the restrictions are lifted, you can probably get even more of it. And let me just say real quick, give a shout out to our good friend Solange, who graced us with her presence, her and a wonderful husband and beautiful family at Ikawakafe yesterday. And she put that little fire behind us.
She's on?
Yesterday, yes.
No, I'm saying, is she on now?
She's on now.
Yay.
She's on now. So we are grateful and thankful for her and her family. And
Auntie?
And Auntie.
Our new auntie?
Anyway, so, and Shields, thank you. We see you, extending your salutations. We return the salutations to you, and thank you for joining on this live as well. So.
Did you see someone just said, do they really love Black Americans here?
They do. They do. According, at least from our experience, everyone's experience is going to be a little different. Can't really speak for everyone. However, from our experience, and even more so mine, what I'm learning is that, which is very critical, this is important, they don't know our history as much as they should. And they can only know us according to what they've been exposed to. And unfortunately, a lot of that comes by way of television or YouTube, for that matter. And so the fullness of us as Black people and our our experience as Black people in America and just throughout history, for that matter, that information is not readily available. So that is a responsibility upon us to, in our exchange with our fellow Rwandan brothers and sisters, we have to share it, and by sharing we will begin to enlighten and inform and educate, and that would only help increase the bond between one another. So they do love us. They do.
And a lot of it, when you speak about history, I read this question.
Okay.
When you speak about history, they make sure you are aware of their history.
Of course.
Of what's going on. This country is very, very heavy and rooted in their history. So when we do share, we can't get through it because it blows them away. They're like, what? It's too heavy for them. But because of that, we share a common ground. We're able to understand each other's pain, each other's drive to wanting to do better, wanting to have our own opportunities in life. But besides that, it's not just Black Americans. They're so welcoming to anybody. they are welcoming the opportunity for you to come and to help grow
Sure.
the economy.
Sure.
They realize that the money is with us. Well, we've been saying forever in the States that we have black economic financial power and we can do this and we can do that. No, here, that really, really, really will make some major
It
differences.
would. I
It
mean,
would.
you consider that, you know, as far as black people, our consumership is in the trillions, 1 point something trillion. And, you know, it's sad because, you know, if we could if we could just take that mind, or I should say take the dollars that we have and change the mindset and not be just consumers, but take it and redirect it where it could be well received and also a benefit to us as black people from America, as others from other nations are doing. The Germans, the Belgians, the Chinese,
They're
and the
doing it here.
Pakistanis. You
They're
know,
doing
they're
it.
coming. And I'll tell you something. A brother told me yesterday, the other not yesterday evening, the day before, evening before. He said this to me. It's a young brother too, sharp. He said the lack of a better word, the fault of black Americans is this. He said when you come, even when coming to invest, you take too much time. He said when the Pakistanis, Indians, Chinese, when they come, they sit, they listen, they observe, and they act on it right away. He said you can have a conversation with someone who's from either of these nationalities. They ask a question, where do you get this? How is this done? And he said before you leave the table, you can rest assured he's already put something in motion.
Yeah.
And so we have to act expediently on these opportunities that are present. They're here. It's here. It's here.
And not just the opportunities. We, because of how we had to live and survive in the States, we come already packaged in our minds how to create the opportunity.
Absolutely.
And not just create the opportunity, bring the locals in on it. They understand, well, if they're coming in and they're going to build a business, I'm the best guy for the business. And really, they're telling the truth.
They really are.
They know the culture. Most of them have the educational background and no opportunity to use it. They have the drive. They have the work ethic. These people here are beautiful people.
Really.
They don't look at black Americans. They don't look at Mazongos. They don't look at Asians. They don't look at nobody differently. They say, okay, well, welcome, welcome. The next guy asked if he built a big shopping mall here, would the economy support it? There's a shopping mall that we are waiting for.
We can't wait.
We can't wait.
That John is going to be massive. It's big.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good. And what it is Rwanda has always been this, like I was explaining to one of our employees. It seemed like Rwanda's like in a little bubble, and so they didn't get exposed to a lot of things outside of this bubble. So even having shopping mall where we just went on a trip, we came back, but we were in the trip. I was so excited just to go to the store. These little stores that look like Whole Foods. I'm like, let's just go in there and look around. Or the shopping malls that we're used to. I'm like, we just went in there. I just wanted to sit in Nike. Let me just sit here. Let me just sit here because I just want to smell the Nike, the real Nikes. And no, they don't have those things here yet. But the opportunity that this person is doing with it is Isoso Mall,
Not,
Isuzu,
something on those lines. Not quite that. I
something
can't
like
really
that.
recall. But it's
It's massive. It's going to be very competitive.
and then in other parts of the Kigali, there's building a gigantic workspace,
Share space, yeah,
space,
yeah.
man. So they're staying up with the times. They really are.
They are.
They
And
really are.
even for ikawakafe, the street that our restaurant is on, they have already started zoning and planning it so that it's car-free weekends. But we also had slight information that might make it a car-free zone, period. But it's a walk-around area where you can walk into the restaurants, walk around. You read that. Walk
reading.
around and just shop. And it's very good for the economy on that side because it makes people want to come and spend time there. When you can't drive down the street, you're going to come and spend some time there, which means they'll spend their dollars and their energy there. Um, so far, that hasn't. It's still being developed, but they have these areas. This is the third. Ours came second, but there's three areas like that here in Rwanda, where it's just car-free zone, and it's all restaurants, uh, bars. I don't think there's no clubs over there.
Not in the not in the one car, not near Mirambo. You're not gonna find no bars over there.
Yeah, that's the Muslim
That's a
car-free
Muslim
zone
community.
area.
So you're gonna, but it's the excitement, energy is
Yeah,
lovely.
it's good.
All the same, all the same. As I was looking, as you were talking and looking, the response, our sister Solange and our good friend Shields, where, so our sister Solange, in response to the question as far as the love of Black Americans, uh, was saying that, Rwandans love all people, and that's a beautiful thing. We see that, but I would like to just say, because I know as Black people, that's an important question. Black people from America, it's important because we have been unloved for so long, and even within and amongst ourselves, it's very important to understand and to know that there is love, genuine love for us, so I can understand the spirit of our friend Shields and asking that question. But I think that this is important. This is good. It's really good, and I don't think there was ill intent on either side. But it's good because this is what's needed between. We are prodigal. We're the prodigal son. We're trying to return back to where we originated, where we started, and we are wanting to. Because we have been shut out for so long, man. It feels like, and I share this with my wife, sometimes I feel like I don't know where do we belong, man? Who's gonna tell our story? Who's gonna listen? And then not only listen, who's gonna help us get beyond where we were and where we are? So the dialogue is significant, deliberative dialogue between the prodigal and the mothers and fathers once where we came. We have to have that conversation, and we have to put something together practical so that we can rejoin and reunite, and we can coexist with our identity wherein we can more effectively love all because we first love self. So that's a very important thing. It's very important. So I think these things are good for us, to be able to have a civil, deliberative dialogue where we can begin to reconnect and have a pure exchange between one another.
But even with that, you got to realize they taught us that Africans don't want us, don't love us,
Right.
don't like us.
Right.
They put that in our heads for some reason. Even recently, having conversations or dealing with some people in the States, they were saying, "Why you all going over there? They don't want y'all there. They don't love us. They don't like
And it's
us."
false information.
It's false information, because when you get here, the first thing they want to say is "Karibu," welcome,
Boy.
welcome
Kazi,
home.
welcome.
All the way from the president all the way down.
Right.
Yeah, the brother wants to know, do they understand white supremacy? You have to understand their history. What did they just go through? They understand it very well, because lives, millions of lives were lost behind it. So yeah, they understand it. They just have a different level of understanding. They don't understand. They don't know. I'm not gonna say don't understand. They don't know what we've been through.
Right.
So we educate everybody. Everybody we speak to, we educate them on the history of us, of Black expats, what we go through. Why are we the way that we are? Even for myself, my energy is a little aggressive compared to the male and female here in Rwanda.
Should be scaring people.
I be scaring people, and I tell them, I'm sorry, the Black Americans are crazy.
Should be having people cry.
But, and I explained to them, as a female, as a Black female, our journey and what we've been through is a little different than what the Black male been through. Even though we're together and we're trying to both of us trying to get through this life. But as a female, our journey was different. So we can't be out here crying and making excuses and being soft and not making things happen, because especially in countries where the women are trying to establish themselves, as in Rwanda, where 60% of the government is female.
68%.
Okay, almost 70% of the
Yeah.
government is female. That's great. But then when you deal with the locals and you're talking to them, these women don't know their power. They don't know who they are. They don't know how to get to the next level and the next steps. And they're looking at us like, show me, guide me, help me. So yeah, they were so happy to see you because they believe that you have something that they've been looking for. And that might be opportunity, that might be finances, or it just might be knowledge. Not necessarily book knowledge, but street knowledge. That comes a long way here. So yeah, they're very welcoming. They want to see us. They want us to come. We want you to come. And truthfully, we need you to come.
Really, truthfully.
We do, because this work out here is way more than I've ever imagined. We just thought that we were doing our own Blacksit, per se. But the God called us here for a reason, and the reason is overwhelming if you just think about it on your individual basis. It's mind-blowing.
In a good way, not in a bad way, but just you know when you're here, you really, I think we've said it before, you really see the levels of conditioning that you have to uncondition from, and so it's a process. It's a process. It's a process. But the dialogue has to take place. It's necessary. It's necessary because I am having a conversation again, with someone of local Rwanda. I said, what 400 years has done, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. But we can learn a lot from, given what the Rwandans had undergone with the genocide, but yet have put in a process of healing, a process of atonement and reconciliation and restoration, man. And only within 28 years, what they have done within that process is amazing, man. It's amazing.
And not only is it amazing, people think that people are healed, that they've got over it, that they're cured.
It's a process, man.
No, these people are working through the pain.
Sure.
They're not allowing pain to stop them. They're not allowing what they've been through to keep. And we do this in the States. We do that as Black people. We say, oh, slavery did this and that and so forth to us. So therefore, I can't do this. I can't establish this. I can't create this. No, these people here, they working through it, and it's still fresh. It's still very fresh. It's less than 30 years old, and they're working through it and building civilization like you've never seen in less than 30 years. It's amazing. It's amazing, amazing.
It really is.
It is.
It is. So, we didn't really know we were going to go in this direction. However, it's good.
It's good.
It's good because, again,
because we missed you guys. I missed you guys.
I miss y'all. I mean, we do.
Y'all see the side eye.
Oh, come on, man. This is what I do. If it's not in front of YouTube, it's somewhere, I'm connecting.
He's going to talk to you.
We're going to talk. We're going to build. We're family. We're family. And I got to emphasize that in that way. We are family, man. And we have to have that mindset, that perspective. Now, we understand we got cousins that we don't really get along with too much. We got aunties and uncles and siblings that, but we're family. And all it takes is for effective communication, let go of ego, and let's sit down and let's look at the grand scheme of things, the bigger picture, and see how we all can arrive to where we're trying to arrive and get along together.
Use your phone so we can read these comments.
Yeah, we're seeing comments. They're
There's
moving so fast.
If he get his phone, we'll answer him. I promise you.
Yeah, my phone. Yeah, I have to get that. But we'll acknowledge them, even if we don't acknowledge them right now. We'll follow through. We'll acknowledge them. And so, yeah, so Shiz is on it, boy. She. But listen, we're here. So we're here. We are.
So even with that, while us being here, we just like to stay very real and transparent on this channel. And I got nervous recently, and I was talking to another sister just about an hour ago, that I got nervous because I know people come because they watch our video, or they're watching the other YouTuber videos previously. And so people are coming, which is great. But at the same time, 2 people left.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, what
And we
happened?
loved them. It was like
It
we
hurt
lost a
me.
family member. Like, oh,
It hurt me. And they were
oh,
like,
what? They
I
what?
hated Rhonda. I hated Rhonda. I'm like, ugh. Like things that I don't like. I don't hate Rhonda. I just don't like those things. And it's annoying. And I'm like, in my mind, how can we change these things? And we don't want you to think that it's all roses over here. It's not a.
Go ahead, talk.
It's all roses, or it's the Wakanda that we were dreaming of, and that's what it is for us as an individual, or what it was for us as an individual. But that doesn't mean that's what it is for you. That means you do your research, you do your due diligence, because what brings peace to you might not bring peace to me. I'm more of a suburbanite. This guy is a city dude, and where we live at right now is suburbia, but it's loud. It's loud. It's so freaking loud. It makes me so angry.
One source of loudness, if you will. It's not loud. It's just it's coming from one.
There's two areas right here every night, and it makes me want to go down there and beat up people. It's the truth. I want to fight these people. Like what? It's a weekday. There's no such thing as a work night. On the weekends, do you? This weekday. And the crazy thing is, on the weekends, it be quiet sometimes. Come Monday, it's loud because it's a football game or soccer game. And it's like a party out there.
It would be no different if.
He goes right to sleep, snoring right with all the noise. And I'm sitting here mad and frustrated. And so even for one of the people that left, they're like, Rhonda's loud. No one told us this. Because we came in the middle of COVID. Very quiet, peaceful time. No one told us that Rwanda is a party country. It is.
They get their party on.
They have, Lord have mercy. But they have fun. They have a good time in Rwanda.
But it's no different. It's nothing different.
I'm not used to it. I'm used to it.
No,
if you loud at around 10 o'clock, I can dial 3 numbers, and they're gonna come and take care. They're gonna come take care of this noise.
So it's no different. It's no different. Listen, from being in the States, it's loud.
I don't know what part of the States you're talking about.
No, it's loud. Okay, so let me qualify that, because the loud she's speaking of is coming from 2 sources. From maybe watching a football game, excitement, whatever, In the States, you got sirens, police cars,
in the city,
fire in the trucks. You got
gunshots.
It's none of that. It's nowhere close, nowhere near any of that.
You're never going to hear a siren, but what you might hear is dogs barking all night.
Okay.
That pisses me off.
Okay.
They have no. When we first moved to this area, this dog is.
So coming from a dog lover. Coming from an animal lover.
I love animals. So to me, they're hurting the dog. I'm not mad at the dog. I'm mad at them. Why is your dog crying all night? But for here, they believe that a dog is supposed to bark all night. That alerts you that someone's. No, we don't even leave our dogs outside in the States. That's animal cruelty.
Listen.
Here?
I grew up, but we had the neighborhood dog. Everybody had the neighborhood dog roaming around the streets. Nobody knew who it was.
You don't see no stray dogs.
No, you don't. But but those are just some things.
These things that drive me crazy, and these things is what caused the other family to move back home.
But those are the things you can't really. I mean, those are uncontrollable.
Sleeping with earplugs. Man, I've got to do some melatonin. I can't sleep. I literally, you see these bags.
Listen, it's not that bad.
I'm angry. I'm about to go over there.
She's putting 100 on 10.
There's no 100 on. It ain't no 100.
It's not that bad.
It ain't no 100 on nothing. They quiet right now. I'm about to just start singing songs real loud.
At any rate, but to your point is that you have to. You really do. I understand the state of urgency. In some instances, the state of emergency as it relates to we, Black people of America, wanting to get out. You know, I understand that. You know, but even Harriet Tubman, she had a plan, right? When she was, you know, leading people to freedom, she had a plan, right? You got to have a plan. You can't, you know, because there's always going to be, you know, there's forces that's out there, period, just in general, and there are always going to be those things that are going to be challenging. Just the mere fact that you're uprooting, you're leaving something that you, the only thing you've ever known.
That's scary.
It's not,
You're
yeah.
not moving to a town, couple hours away.
No,
You're
it's
moving to a
nine
whole new
thousand miles
continent.
away. So
So it's scary.
you have to consider a lot of things. You have to consider the fact that I'm not going to be able to go to Walmart. I'm not going to be able to do Amazon. I'm not going to be able to do
Yeah, just talk to me. I have the creative ways now.
Chick-fil-A. I'm not going to be able
I go
to.
on YouTube and I stole the recipe.
These are things that because in truth, it's really truthfully, it's a pilgrimage, man.
It is.
It's a spiritual, transition. You get the physical transition, but you have to really do a lot of unlearning, or you have to really do some deep soul searching. It's a lot of things that you have to consider, even while you're getting the necessary information of how you can exist on the continent or wherever you go. You can have all of that information, and you can have all your ducks in a row. It's not going to take away from the fact that you're still going to go through a spiritual, a mental, even emotional transition. And these are the things you're not necessarily going to hear when you're listening to some of the YouTubers, or when you're looking for you're doing a fact-finding mission. You're not going to, because that's something, as my wife was saying, that's different for each individual. But have to understand and know that it's going to occur, it's going to happen, and you're going to have to be able to have your mind right. You're going to have to be centered as such to be
Yeah.
able to, and with that, real quick, interestingly, there is a couple here who are expats who have come, and they are practitioners of chakra alignment and making sure that you are centered, and they're
Yeah.
they're
We got
phenomenal.
all of that here.
Brother Gemini, Sister Eve, they are here, and we will make sure you get that information, and it's necessary.
Oh, it's a lot more too.
It's a lot more of it, but it's necessary because it's a transformation. It's a transitioning. So these are the things you have to take into consideration too when you consider, okay, I'm taking flight, I'm leaving. You know, that's real. That is
Right.
absolutely real.
And what it is if you look
Sister
at
Natasha in the house.
oh, she be packing. When you look at, for us, this is what we've done, and this is the reason for this video today. We looked at all the things. How can we help Rwanda grow? We didn't come with the mindset of what can I get from
What can I
Africa? They
take?
owe
What
me.
can I
They
take?
owe me. We didn't come with that. We didn't come with that. We came with how can we help this community so that it can work, not just for us, but for our family. Expats from the diaspora. We've been through hell. How can we come here and turn this into heaven for us and to make it heaven for everyone else that's here?
Right.
So the things that I hate are things that I want to work on, not just within myself, trying to make me a little bit more patient and more whatever the word is you want to use, tolerant. But how can we help grow the country up? The country's only 30 years, 27 years out of 28 years out of the
Genesis.
bush, out of burnt ashes. So it still is in a developmental phase. And what we did was something we've done in the States. My husband went and trained other countries on different things, on business ethics, proper handling of people, quality management, quality control. It's so many different things. We created a business then, and we're doing it here now. Called, again, we're bringing muhammadonegroup to Rwanda, and things that we have noticed here that's lacking is time management. You really need your phone. I don't can't read anything. Time management, where you're learning that you'll go to the bank. Where in the States you want to run in and run out 15 minutes, you go to the bank here, it's going to take 4 hours just to make a deposit or withdrawal. And one of the biggest
It's gonna
reasons
take a minute.
it's going to take, it feel like all day, because you're like, what the heck? But we're realizing that here, even though they have the technology, these people weren't trained properly on it. So sometimes you're in the bank and you're noticing these two-finger typing, and they're looking down at the keyboards and they're trying to fit. Oh, what? And I've asked one of our team members, did they teach y'all typing in school? Mm-mm. What about college? Mm-mm. I mean, we're asking questions where textbooks wasn't even an option then. So we're dealing with people who have the knowledge, but they don't have the necessary skills. So with Muhammad One Group, we're going to be offering tutoring, typing tutoring. We got the equipment so that we can now start teaching, going to different organizations and letting them know you can cut this wait time here in this bank, in this hospital, and so many other places by just having your staff come to us and learn how to type. That's the basic number one. Proper customer service, not just when you go to them and you're face to face, but just even getting a person from one point A to point B. Sometimes we'll go to a bank and we don't even know where the heck we're going.
Consumer relations,
Yeah, none of those things.
consumer relations, things of that nature. There, just the willingness, the willingness, the ability, the capability is there, is here. You know, the efficiency is not altogether there,
Mm-mm.
and that's where we plug in to
Yeah.
help and with what we've been afforded by experience, by education, to help in these institutions, financial institutions, hopefully governmental or whatever,
Yeah.
to help make it become more efficient
Yeah.
and smooth, and hopefully, as time goes on and it catches on, God willing, then Rwanda becomes more competitive on a global
On a
market,
global scale. Yeah.
You understand? So, um,
And those are those little things. If you speak to other expats anywhere from any part here, it's that lack of time management and the respect for time. The respect for time. So the flaws that we see in a lot of the systems all falls down to no respect for time. You can't just go on your lunch break to go handle some business. Forget about it. It's going to take the whole rest of your day. And it's because of these small little issues. Even in the hospitals, just basic things like going into a government building and all you seeing is white walls. The study of what colors and things do for your psyche, and to have you're just sterile, like you're almost in jail trying to go get to the doctors. Just certain things that we want to be able to bring trainers from the diaspora in,
right.
to help us with these training programs that we're going to be introducing to private sector, government sector, different things, issues that we've been studying for a year now, to see how can we contribute in the growth of Rwanda, in the growth of these businesses. We've had people come into ikawakafe and ask, can you train up our team?
Right.
And just basic things of getting not just Rwanda, because we understand that this also is a lack of training and sanitation across the continent when it comes to food handling, food and safety handling in restaurant sectors. That just I'm definitely going to be nursing this part of it personally, because just working with my team, I realize there's a lot of things that we have to teach and train here, just to be competitive on a global scale and just to be on a healthier scale, period. Because a lot of us come over, we get sick. We're not used to, we believe it's not used to the water, but it's also food handling. There's things that we have to look out for that they just don't even know about, that we want to bring trainers over to help us teach and train these different organizations.
Absolutely.
So look out for more information regarding Muhammad One Group. This is the CEO of Muhammad One Group.
Yeah.
We actually have an office down in Kimironko, right?
Kimi Ronko.
And we're gonna
My Rwandan family, tell me if I said that correctly. Kimi Ronko.
Kimironko. If you want to say it the way it's spelled, Kimironko. And are we gonna do a grand opening for there?
I guess we are.
Okay. So we'll be doing a live grand opening from Muhammad One Group at the new office, letting everybody know that we're open. We're working on some things, some major things to happen out of that office. And that's coming up. We already have the office. We're still getting it together. But that's coming up in a few days.
Absolutely.
A few days. But also, besides the Muhammad One Group, we also have what is I found to be very much so needed, not necessarily just for me to make a living, but because when we came, we had someone do this for us. And it made our transition so much easier. So much easier. And I know a lot of people reach out to us, and we spend a lot of time doing this for free. So I decided to actually turn it into a business, which is Relocation Services. And what that is we are now taking the pressure of you trying to figure out, when you make your black sit, where you're going to go, how to figure out where you're going to live, where you're going to get the furniture, where you're going to get this and that and all those things. We decided to take that on our own personal challenge and do that for ourselves. So we've had customers, a couple clients so far. I'm finishing up with one client. If she want to tell you who she is, she's online.
She's on her way here too.
She'll be here on Thursday. And basically, we found her that we went around and we looked at different houses. And apparently, I didn't show her any of the houses. She was send some down, but I knew what it was that she was looking for. I knew that she was a work from home. She had to be in an area that was quiet. As I told you, we're not in that area. So we had to make sure that it wasn't our area, even though it was probably the most beautiful area in Rwanda, is loud. So I couldn't get her over here. We had to make sure the area was quiet.
That's right. Tell her.
What happened?
She's being shy. Go ahead.
We had to make sure that not only is the area quiet, that when she looks outside her window, when she goes outside of her house, she sees the reason why she left. Yeah. She sees peace. She sees paradise. It couldn't just, and a lot of houses here, you might be inside of the gate because they have the security enclosure, or might be down in the hills. And I would say, no. We went to, I don't know how many houses. And when I seen this one, I said, this is it. And we were actually, he came to show my brother property. He's my other customer, client. And my brother didn't want it. I said, don't worry. My client would take this. And when I did the video of it, and I knew even in certain places, I said, if I show her this video, she's going to cry. Because I knew what she wanted, and that's what we found for her. And when she seen it, she was so happy. I'm so happy. We brought the family there to look at it. They're mad because we gave it to her. But it's not enough room for us.
They was hating.
I'm still mad. How many times have we been there and just sat out in her, what's it, a veranda? What's it called? What happened?
I'm just reading while you're talking.
Or you sat in her veranda in her garden. And when I tell you she has a garden, it's paradise. The house is beautiful. But not only did we find her the house, then I have my own guy that makes furniture here. So I start sending her furniture. She picked out bedroom sets for all of our bedrooms. We did all the living room. We did the whole kitchen. We did the dining room. I've even done did some gardening. I even did some, I don't want to say, because I stopped after we got the big furniture. And I'm like, just please let me be creative and surprise you. So some things she don't even know that we've gotten for her. But the appliances for the house, stainless steel, everything. Anything that I wouldn't use, I didn't get. Will you get the thing so I can see?
I catch them every now and again.
Man, I want to see what the people are saying. So we did all of this for research. We've also, she'll see it when she get here. I can't say too much because she's not here yet, and it's still a surprise. But even with the, no, it's so hard. Well, I was trying to surprise her with one thing, and I was like, I just have to tell you. But the one thing things that we didn't know to ask, and I guess other people didn't know to tell us. I make sure that you have that information, clear information on visas, how to get this visa, work visa, that visa, clear information on if you need to be vaccinated or not, clear information on what else? Even the Wi-Fi is already hooked up for, the water is already taken care of, the utilities are already taken care of. Just things that when she comes off of that airplane, our team is there to receive her. She's coming home.
Right. That's good.
She's coming home. She's not coming to a house that was empty. She's coming home that is exactly what she was looking for.
That's good.
And everything in it represents her.
Right.
And then a little love from us was put into this project.
Right.
So I created a package for that. We have people that are coming in that just wants to get property and turn it into Airbnbs. Like my brother. He came in, he's buying a house, and we're doing the same thing for him, but we're setting it up on the Airbnb platform.
Right.
And we have a whole service just for that. And we're going to take care of everything that I mentioned that we took care for her. We'll be taking care of for him in his Airbnb. So Adilah's Relocation Services is designed for you to be able to be there and find your home here, have everything taken care of. So when you're ready to come, it's done. Whether it's just you wanting to come live or you wanting to come to do investment, we're working with our own realtors, our own, we have our own people that are doing the curtains, doing bed sheets, doing furniture. This isn't America. You can't just go to Amazon or to IKEA and purchase these things.
Right.
When you come here, it's this store, that store, this store, that store, and it's very overwhelming. It's very complicated because you got to have negotiation skills.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's mind blowing.
And the service is a godsend. As my wife mentioned, hindsight, thinking back, had we not had that courtesy extended to us, and we come, fully loaded, moms,
two mamas, two girls,
one of which wasn't too thrilled at first.
Oh, she hated it. She was mad. 22 suitcases.
22 suitcases, and imagine had we had to start completely from scratch, not knowing anyone.
I think we would have went back home by now.
I think we probably would have, because it would have set a tone. It would have set a tone. So we give shout out to, of course, you all know Auntie, and we also give shout out to Jay Essence, because she was also an integral part in that for us.
Yeah, she connected us to Auntie.
Exactly.
And she also helped with a lot of the things because she knew what the expats needed. She knew what we wanted and the quality that we were looking for. So she worked very hands-on with Auntie and making those choices for us. So we've decided to do the same. We take it a little step further because we're actually out here looking for property for you, looking for the house for you. When we moved, the house we chose came furnished. So that wasn't even a separate, maybe the girls' room needed beds. But that wasn't even, no, we had gotten twin beds for them.
Twin beds, right.
Yeah, because they only had the one. But we're taking it a step further and making sure when you come, every single detail is taken care of. We create a package for you when you get here, just some things about the culture of the people here, some things about the area that you're moving to, connections, phone numbers. So I would always have to call someone and say, can you call blah, blah, blah. No, all the work that we had to do this past year put into this project. So if you need a plumber, we got you already.
Got you.
We not only that, we give you your full home team. We interview, we have a database, but we have your security guards. We have your cook if you want one. We have the housekeeper if you want one. These things sound foreign for us in the U.S., but here it's a must-have. It's a must-have because most of us come, we're still working. We're working online, and there's a 6-hour gap. So your daytime hours is now more on your sleep hours, and you don't have time to do certain things. So now you need that extra help, and we didn't we didn't think we were going to need it. No, we need it. We got it. We've had it the whole time because we have two mamas here that
Sure.
are that are up in age. So it's very comforting and easy for us to go work a full day and know the moms are going to eat, they're taken care of, the girls are in the house, they straight, everything is straight. It's comforting knowing that. It makes it a lot easier while we're out here grinding, like we still in America for some reason.
It's like, hold on, wait, this how it's supposed to be.
Well, we out here grinding, so we're working on 3 businesses, well 4 with the YouTube, just trying to make it so that we can live a lifestyle that we want to live.
Absolutely.
And a lot of that has to do with being a residential tourist.
Right. And so, I've seen a lot of comments and questions,
Where's your phone?
and it's okay because we typically don't do live. This the live thing is
It's
kind
like
of
our
new.
third or second
It's
live.
like our second
we ain't
live.
even live people.
So we really not we still learning this thing here. So but we don't want those comments or questions to go unanswered. If you would allow for us,
1 second.
no,
No.
if you would allow for us to go look at them and then we can come back
Oh, my
to do a
goodness.
live and try as best we can to answer those questions. I think it would be more expedient because we don't have to do any necessary editing and things of that nature. There we can look at the questions and the comments, and then we can say, okay, write them down, and then we can address them on the live. So in fact, this is what we'll do. We'll look at them, then tomorrow we'll come back, do another live, and address directly and specifically some of those things that was mentioned in the way of question or comment that may need to be used as a talking point to help whomever. So let us do that, please, 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 because I'm a little slow when it comes to chewing gum and walking at the same time. In some instances, is not good for me. So just give us that.
So if you have any interest in relocating, even if it's just a thought right now, and you are interested in a dealer's relocation services, you can pretty much email me right there, dealer's relocation services. I can send you over the package and everything that we do at Gmail. In my mind, everything is Gmail. I forgot there's Yahoo's and some other stuff. But besides that, we will, what?
I'm just reading. Go ahead.
Okay, so he has his glasses on. I don't have mine on. And his
whose
son
fault-
done put some fog on here.
Whose fault is that?
Well, I'll go get my glasses and then we're going to do the comments.
Adilah Relocation Services at gmail.com. All right? muhammadonegroup
At Gmail.
at gmail.com.
If anyone is interested in coming over
Or-
to be a trainer for what we're doing,
We'll be marketing and promoting.
Yeah.
We'll be soliciting the expertise, proficiency, professionalism of others. But if all of that fails, always touristresidents at gmail.com. You can utilize that email as well.
and yes, ikawakafe is still standing. We still
Yes.
struggling, but we are standing. We got some big things in place.
It's a beautiful struggle.
It's we're still in that first year. We're still a brand new baby. We still there, and we made it through shutdowns, curfews. I feel like direct attacks, all kinds of stuff. And we are still there. We still got our team there. We have very, very small turnover, maybe just 2 people left to go on to different professions.
Absolutely.
But we still got our full home team there and here. So yeah, we still out here trying to make it happen.
Trying to make it happen. And I wanted to say, just to backtrack slightly about the relocation services, as I was listening, it came to me that, excuse me, in terms of the welcoming, we have this puts us now in a position to where we can have control over the welcoming of you here.
Yeah.
Not to take away from those who are locals and natives that also welcome you, but we are a community within and of ourselves.
Yeah.
And so you extend yourselves, and we are, happy to be able to lend the services, to be able to help and give you the welcome that is deserving of us, you
Yeah.
know, and to help hopefully set the right tone,
Yeah.
to give the right energy to your new experience, your new experience. And so I think that it would help us that we would, you know, uh, put into practical application that which we will preach in the States about being unified and being a community for one another. And this sets the tone and the pace for that, you know. We welcome, man. We did what we did, unapologetic. They definitely laid it down, you know, and made it open the door wide open, you know, for many of us. And there's so many others, you know, who are still doing it. And so we are a community. We're here. We're a community. And so we have to be on one accord. And so I think that that helps set that tone and that pace to say, hey, family,
Welcome
welcome.
home.
We're happy to
Yeah.
have you. We're happy to be here, see you, to be here with you. And we family.
And you come into a foreign country where everything is just different. So you definitely need that familiarity, that
Do.
feeling like you have family here on a continent. And to not just leave you out there trying to figure out how to do X, Y, and Z. That's the hard part. And a lot of people, a lot of expats that we talk to now will say, you know, I just didn't know how to do this. I don't know where to go. I don't know. Just come home. That's what we're here for.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what we're here for.
Absolutely.
So and that's not included in the package. That's just who we are.
That's just
period.
genuine. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't have to pay for family.
No.
But that's just who we are. Period.
Right,
If you have questions, you need assistance on anything, that's relating to Rwanda, relocating, coming for a visit. People have asked, do we still have the Airbnb? We don't have that one. We are looking to do another one. We do have my brothers coming. We have other places we can refer you to right now. But man, we're still trying to make sure everything you need to come into the country is available to you. So that's it for me. I don't know what else you wanted to talk about.
Hey, that's it. You know.
Wow, we have 28 people on, 30
Man, we
people
thank you
on.
all. You know, and unfortunately, we couldn't give a direct acknowledgement to everyone because I said we're kind of slow with this live thing. You know, we can hit up Mickey and Aaron and say, hey, how y'all do this thing, man?
I know how. They go get the other phone. He don't want to get up.
I was slow to the draw. So at any rate, you know, thank you. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate
Aw,
it. We thank you
what
very
is that?
much. It's
We so new. I don't even know what that
it's
is.
someone donated.
All right.
Thank you for that.
I forgot you could do that.
We are very humbly grateful. We really are.
We need it.
And we are grateful for all of you. You know, as always, we're so thankful and grateful for you tuning in to us, being patient with us. You know, and not being you know, as quick to the draw. And I know you guys have had some.
We'll put
some
all of that
cancers.
information in there for you. No worries. Yes.
Okay, so I'm talking.
Yeah.
She's faster than me. You know.
Yeah, I have to
Okay.
sit up now. My eyes is good.
So we're grateful. We thank you for joining on the live. We do have some content we want to share with you.
Oh yeah.
That I'm working on. So I'm hoping that, you know, by midweek I'll be able to share it. And it's a little different, but it is a benefit of being in Rwanda. It's a benefit of being here in Rwanda, as having this new base that we can exist in and operate from. And so we want to share with you these things there. So
Yeah, we didn't even tell you it was our anniversary.
yeah, and
on the
sometimes
11th.
she wishes a belated anniversary.
did.
She did, and it was our anniversary a week ago.
And then we also had our year anniversary here in Rwanda on April the 4th.
Right.
Which country offers better visa?
See, this is some good questions.
Yeah, well, I could read that one. Tanzania doesn't offer a better visa than Rwanda. Tanzania is for some reason, since the newer leadership.
Brother Colin, we coming, brother.
Whatever.
we are coming, brother Colin. I promise you,
Oh.
we're coming.
But Tanzania is making it kind of hard to get long-term visas there. Here, there's about 15 different visas you can choose from. Like I said, they want you to be here. So you got work visas, you got retirement visas, you have student visas, You have tourist visas. You have investment visas if you want to come. There's so many different visas. So it pretty much depends on your purpose of coming. It's just much easier to get a visa and residency here. We now have residency. We have our little residential card. So
I still don't know how to. I don't know how to use it.
I don't know, but
even know what.
stuff is cheaper if you use your residential card. That's
Yes.
all we know. Um, but so it's a little different. We love we love Zanzibar. We love Tanzania. Um, and you'll see, well, we do love Tanzania. So it's not that we're saying anything against them because I love that place. I love the sun over there, the people. That you have a lot more of us over there, but Rhonda's home. So,
Rhonda's home.
yeah.
Rhonda's home. So we are going to. I'm seeing the comments and the questions, and they're very good ones. And please let us go through it, and let's. So we come back tomorrow, inshallah, God willing. Come back tomorrow, and then we'll make an attempt to try to answer them or give our commentary on them. And
Can't wait to see you either, Natasha.
and but just know that as a disclaimer, we're learning as we go.
Yeah.
We don't profess to be experts on anything Rwanda related, from our experience and what information that we have. That is what we will offer and share.
Yeah.
So we will. We have to give that disclaimer.
Someone said, "What time tomorrow?"
What time tomorrow? Ooh.
Right. Y'all pin them
You
down.
got me. You got me.
So it'll be
I let her
evening
tell.
time for us, so that you guys might have the
Tomorrow's
ability
Monday.
to come on. Yeah.
So it's work. It's work for.
So 6 here would be like 12 o'clock their time.
Oh, y'all tell us then. I don't know. I mean, because if you're at work, you won't be able to. I don't know. So we'll. I don't know. I guess about this time.
6, 8, somewhere.
But
When we figure out how to put those little alerts where they let you know that we're going to be live at such and such time, maybe we can learn that.
all right.
But we do have some exciting content coming out, some things that we've done, and everything that we tell you guys is because we done bumped our heads and went through it already. So this is our reality. This is what we've been through. It might not be how it is for the rest of the country, but for the Mohammeds, this is the stuff that we went through. So this is our truth. And our somebody's waving from Kenya. That's my next spot I want to see.
Kenya,
I want to see what do Ikawa deliver? Of course we do.
we deliver.
We deliver. Hit us up on the WhatsApp for
WhatsApp,
Ikawa
Plus
250.
250-789-844-680.
Go ahead and get your chicken and waffles. I know that's what you want. But yeah, of course we deliver. And we have some, I don't know if we're going to announce the new things that's happening at Ikawa, but maybe we could do that tomorrow. Toronto, Canada.
Thank you
I love
guys so
Toronto,
much.
too.
We think we really. I mean, it's very humbling, and we sincerely are grateful and thankful for the love, man. Truthfully,
Thank y'all for not forgetting about us.
Yeah.
What?
We haven't been treating y'all right.
Yeah.
Not staying connected. It's like that. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Like that family member is like, you don't call nobody. You don't even pick up the phone to say hi.
That's what they say to him all the time. All the time. That's this dude. So no, you know what I'm going through, and I'm like, can you please post that video? Did you post the video? Did you do the edit? Can you post the video? Oh,
Yeah.
so thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So
Please
welcome.
yeah.
Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead.
Look forward to seeing that information on Relocation Services and muhammadonegroup. Once we figure out how we can add that stuff to our YouTube channel, we're gonna figure this thing out.
We will.
Just bear with us.
We'll
We're gonna figure it out because we're about to do some things, and y'all gotta see it. Y'all gotta be involved.
God willing, we go in God's name, and hopefully, everything will come out the best.
The
God willing.
base. Yes.
Okay, family. Greetings, peace, and blessings. Share, like. I mean, I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
share,
it.
likes.
Once you gotta post it or something.
I guess the people that are on the live have already
so
subscribed.
clueless.
We're so lost with this thing here. We're gonna get it together, family. I'm telling you. But share, like,
And subscribe.
subscribe,
Yeah.
please, and you know, we're eternally grateful. Eternally
Thank
grateful.
you.
All right. Peace and blessings.
Peace. Okay.